Hey everyone, it's Chris with Hot Shots and another episode of Hot Shots TV. I got these two guys with me here today, two of the best DJs in Dallas. I got Andrew Figeuroa over here with Everlasting Sounds DFW, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And then I got David Hoover over here with DJ Bigg Dave. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to be doing this. We're going to be making a hot latte or hot coffee for our Hot Shots spicy chat today for our interview. So hang out, get comfortable, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, so we're here with Hot Shots. We're doing the spicy chat, as you can see behind us. Chris with HotShotsCatering.com, and I got these two gentlemen here, Andrew Figeuroa and David Hoover, two of the top DJs here in the DFW Metroplex. And we're just going to go down this list here, and I'm going to ask them a few questions about DJing, the wedding industry, the DJing industry, just in general. So we'll get started. And so how are we going to do this with the hot sauces here? You guys want to put some on the plate and try some first, or do you want to do that afterwards, or what do you guys want to do?
Ask a question. I'm going to take a nugget, and I'm going to douse it in each hot sauce one at a time. So each question I move up a hot sauce.
Okay, that sounds good. David, does that work for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so
we got about 4 questions.
That's right. That's right. We only got about 4 questions. All right, so let's see here. So the first question, actually, before we do the hot sauce stuff, let me ask you 2 questions, both of you guys. Something that way it doesn't get construed or anything. Not that it would, but how many children do you have? Tell me a little bit about your families and all that type of stuff first before we get into the hot topic. So, and I'll just go this way and you guys pass it back to me. So.
Hey, I'm David. I'm DJ Bigg Dave. I've got 2 daughters, one 19, Rachel, next one's 13, that's Sarah, and my wife Janet. Hey guys, I hope you're watching. And we live in Allen. It's a good time. I've been there for 11 years. DJ Bigg Dave has been DJing in Texas for 8 of those 11. And we just like to go out and have fun, and this is going to be fun, I hope. To you, Andrew.
If this is fun, I'm worried about what you consider real fun. This is going to hurt. Hi, y'all. My name's Andrew Figeuroa. I've been in the DJ game for almost 20 years now. I started with DJ Connection here in Dallas. Please don't hold it against me. Left them. I started Everlasting Sounds in 2012. We've grown to 8 DJs on staff, including myself. I got 3 kids. First one was a set. Yes, it was a surprise. Thankfully, it was my twin boys, Joel and Caleb. 18 months later, yes, I said that right, 18 months later, we had another surprise, my little girl, Audrey. We live in Watauga. No one really knows where Watauga is, so I say Keller. And they're like, oh, yeah, I know Keller. We have 2 dogs as well. We got a Beagle mix. We call him Mudge. And we adopted a tripod terrier. Her name is Minnie. Like Minnie Mouse, we just did a play on words because my wife is a Disney fanatic as well as my kids and myself. They own Star Wars now, so I'm repping the Fett. What else did you want me to answer? I forgot. Oh, okay. All right. Back to you, Chris.
All right, so the second question is, give us a little bit of background about your guys' companies. So, maybe how you guys started, I know one of my questions is going to be, why did you guys get into DJing? But right now, just kind of tell us a little bit, why did you get into the DJ business? And just tell us about, Everlasting Sounds and Big DJ or DJ Bigg Dave.
Yeah, it's Bigg Dave, yeah. DJ Bigg Dave. All right, so I started Everlasting Sounds just because I've worked with other companies. JT Productions was one of them, DJ Connection. And the thing that I didn't like was brides never really got to meet their day of DJ. So they would spend a lot of money for their day of entertainment, a person that can make or break their night, and they just would have no idea who's coming out. So they would hire said company, and then, a random person would come out and try to do a wedding. It's not about the quantity of weddings we do, it's about the quality of the weddings we do. So that's why I pride myself where I say DJs can make or break your night, as well as photographers and videographers can make or break the rest of your life, because they capture the moments we create on your special day. So you do want to make sure you have a relationship with that DJ company. You get to know who's coming out, and you have access to call them at the drop of a hat, text them, email them, so you know who's coming up. When you call in, you're not having to re-say your story 12 different times because you're talking to 12 different customer service people. You call us, you get me. You call your DJ, you get your DJ. It's that simple. And a lot of brides pride Everlasting Sounds as being customer friendly, responding in impeccable time, as well as having the day of DJ show up and just rock no matter what.
And a lot of those philosophies that Andrew has captured with Everlasting Sounds, I also, which is why we're friends, and also I contract with Everlasting. But DJ Bigg Dave was formed in 2008 when we moved down here to Texas. Originally, I had started DJing when I was 15. My first event was a graduation party, and I used some PA equipment from the band that I ran sound for in high school. When they weren't using it, I was using it. Got picked up by a club in New York. I'm from the Northeast, and we got picked up from a club in New York, and I was the house DJ for 3 years, which was a lot of fun. I did a lot of techno sets and so on. Got into house parties and school dances and stuff. And when I moved down here, fell in love with weddings, because weddings are a lot of fun, and you get to see the personal side of people's lives, and you get to be able to write that soundtrack that's going to last the rest of their lives. They're going to remember that song 20, 30 years from now when they hear it on the radio or whatever. And if you did your job right as the DJ, it brings back all those great memories. So we pride ourselves in being as personable and as intimate with the clients as you possibly can, and working closely with the clients is exactly what we love to do. And so it's more quality than quantity with us, and it's a lot of fun. So that's why we enjoy doing it so much.
Okay, sounds great. So let me ask you guys, as far as you guys both kind of answered, how did you get started? I think for the most part. So what type of events do you guys DJ? Is it just weddings, or you guys do other things as well?
I do basically whatever is available. Try to be about 80% weddings. We're also in the Allen ISD school district. We're one of their approved vendors. And so we do middle schools, elementary schools, field days, that sort of stuff. That's a lot of fun. And recently we've had a couple of groups at a couple of the HOAs that have hired us for their pool parties and their other private events. And so that's a lot of fun with that.
Being a DJ, you definitely want to have your niche in the market. I would say we're probably about 95 to 97% weddings. That's where we tell our clients, we are professional wedding DJs. We don't just say we're a DJ and then we DJ birthday parties and try to run a wedding. We DJ weddings primarily, and then of course we'll definitely do birthday parties, fraternity, sorority events, neighborhood parties. We even do like movie nights. Wherever the music is, wherever music is needed, I like to say, we're there to help. But we primarily do weddings.
No, very good. Okay. So now, let's take a bite. So how this is going to work for you guys who are watching, we got several of these hot sauces. And the first one we're starting with is sorry, David, a pineapple habanero. So this is kind of would we say this is a medium, Andrew, or? little bit higher than a medium probably. So we're starting there on this one, and then we're just going to work our way up as we ask more questions here. So my next question, which is probably something that you guys have kind of already touched base on, but why DJing? What about it do you most enjoy? You could have any other job out there, especially in the industry, but why DJing?
Could we really have any other job out there? Me personally, I started DJing when I was young. I was 15 years old. I worked for JT Productions that is no longer in Texas. They moved to Colorado. That first one was a little toasty. I like it. Sorry, I'm starting to salivate a little bit. So, I got to see how music brought together kids. When I was with JT Productions, I was the youngest DJ on staff, so I did a lot of junior high school parties. I did a few weddings starting out as well. It was cool just to see how music brought together those cliques in junior high and high school to have fun all together. It didn't matter if in junior high if you were a punk, a nerd, a band geek like myself when I was in junior high and high school. You came together, you had fun, you danced. It didn't matter, what clique you were in. You were just there having fun. So that's what sort of made me come into DJing, is just seeing how it touches people. It touches them to where they just forget their worries. They're here to have fun, dance the night away, and celebrate whatever's going on, whatever the occasion.
And along with those thoughts, I love the reaction. To be able to, first of all, set a musical memory in the back of somebody's head that literally, the one example that I use all the time is any time that my wife and I hear Faithfully from Journey, that was our song at our wedding, we're in each other's arms and we're dancing. And that's the kind of musical memories that I love to make. The reaction from the crowd, when I was, and shifting gears here, the reaction from the crowd when we were in the clubs, even when you dance at weddings and stuff, when you put on the right song and that dance floor fills and you see so many people having fun and you know that you're giving them great memories and you know that you're giving them happiness, that's one of the reasons why I do it. Now, as far as any job I wanted, the Chippendale Review didn't hire me back. So, but other than that, no, I DJ because I love music, and I love being able to share music with people.
Yeah, cool. Very good, very good. So you guys touched on this a little bit, I think, but I'm gonna, definitely take another bite, and then. So this one that they're trying here is the Serrano and Basil hot sauce, and we might want to, just due to the amount of questions I have, we might have to skip every other one or something like that too. But anyways, at any rate, we will continue on here. I guess one of my questions, and you guys have already touched on this, like I said, is with brides. What is it about working with brides? Working with brides, but also working weddings. What do you love the most? Why weddings, and how does that correlate?
And again, it sounds cheesy, and I guess there's a certain amount of cheese that you have to have with every DJ, but I love. To be able to work with a diverse clientele, to be able to work with a diverse music taste at every wedding is different. And even though some people will say, they show up, they get married, they say I do, they get married, and then you go spin, the Cupid Shuffle and all the other line dances. There is individuality in each wedding, and there's something different that happens at each wedding. And I think the diversity and the change, and yet it's still consistent, and you know what's going to happen most of the time, is the most fun for weddings. And it's really great to see families get together as a group, from great-grandparents to 2-year-olds, and you play everything from ABBA to Baby Shark, and to watch everybody together having fun. Yeah, I had to throw that in there.
No, that song's going to be stuck in my head all day. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just like Dave said, diversity is definitely very key. Another thing is music. He touched on a very good point. We can play the Cupid Shuffle every single weekend, but depending the diversity of your crowd, your guests, they may or may not do it. So it's being able to stay knowledgeable in the music, knowing how to read your crowd. So instead of a normal day job that's your normal 9 to 5 where you get robotic in it, it's something to where every wedding is different. Every music set is different. We may or may not play some similar line dances, which is normal, but we don't actually play the same songs every single wedding. You know, we got to read your crowd. We got to know your wedding vision. Also getting your wedding vision, you know, getting it out of your head onto paper and then making it come to life. That's the thing that I like about it, because I am just so discombobulated whenever it comes to ideas. I have to put it on paper. I have to see that vision, and then I love to create it. I love to be able to make something happen that was so hard to plan, because weddings are stressful to where, you know, when you think of your day of entertainment, there's trillions of songs out there, but to limit it down to, you know, your 60, 80 songs that will play at a wedding, it's hard, you know. So being a DJ, knowing the trends, knowing the wedding industry, knowing your music trends, we're able to help guide you and, you know, show you the way, show you the light, so to say, on what is hot, what's not. You know, if your wedding vision, if there's something you're thinking about doing, if you think it's really, really awkward, you know, you can bounce it off us. We can tell you, you know, hey, this may or may not be, you know, good, depending what songs you choose, or hey, this is awesome, we can easily get it taken care of. So, I mean, that's what I just love about weddings. It keeps you on your toes, keep you always thinking. And depending the wedding season, you know, like 2018 brides, there was a lot of different trends versus this year, 2019 brides. And there's going to be another shift in those trends for 2020. So it's always being able to conform to your bride's needs, to your client's needs, that will set you apart versus the DJs that are like, hey, I'm a DJ, and they just push play. And they're DJing from iTunes or Spotify or something, versus reading your crowd and reading your vision and creating your vision.
No, that's an awesome point, especially that both you guys made, is, you know, really being the experts is kind of what, you know, really divides you guys from other DJs and everything else. And really that's what I think most brides are really needing and looking for, and whether they know it or not, that's what they need, you know, at the end of the day. So let me ask you this. This is kind of more of a, just kind of a funny thing, and keep it obviously somewhat appropriate. But as far as weddings go, what is the funniest thing you guys have either done or have seen at a wedding?
Funniest.
Yeah, funniest. If you can think of one. I'm assuming.
I was like, funniest. I've seen a good little bit. I was just making sure this wasn't gonna go like horrific, like a nightmare or something, because I've seen those, which being able to deal with them, that's where the professionalism comes out, you know, versus someone that doesn't know how to deal with crazy incidences, off the wall, worst case scenario. But funniest, I would have to say locking eyes with a really big, heavy set gentleman at a wedding that was about 350 guests. He locked eyes with me and started to rip off his shirt, buttons and all, just like a shirt like I'm wearing, and then rip off his wife beater undershirt and just start rubbing, you know, going crazy, trying to do the truffle shuffle and everything. That was the most funniest but yet awkward moment. Yeah, I would have to say. There are a few others, but that's definitely the one that comes to light right here, right now.
That's funny. I'd need a therapist for that. Wow. Okay. The funniest thing that I've ever seen at a wedding, I had one wedding 2 years ago that, unremarkably enough, as Andrew's, it was a Scottish wedding, and they rented a kilt for me to wear. So yes, I wore a kilt for my bride and groom at their wedding, and not nearly as eventful as that, but yes. And there are pictures circulating out there on the internet. I don't happen to have any access to them, but yes, I had a kilt on. I'm not going to tell you what was under it.
Okay, that's good, David. Don't tell us. So you guys have touched on this too. It's getting hot, probably. I know it's 75 degrees in here, but it's definitely getting hot, I'm sure. You guys are continuing to eat those, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Which one are we on now, by the way? So the habanero, just so you guys know, that's where we're at now. And this is where, right here?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
That's actually pretty good.
so which one should we jump to next before this bacon hot sauce? Or
It's like we can go. That would be the next down the line.
Okay.
Grenade.
okay. So
Another habanero style.
another habanero style. Okay, so this one is the grenade hot sauce. Just so you guys know, this is what they're going to be trying next. So I know we've already touched on this, but maybe just real briefly, if you guys want to just touch on it again, is what makes you guys different from other DJs out there? Maybe something more specific to each one of your businesses, or just in general, what makes you guys different?
Well, I would like to think that even though DJ Big Dave is a small company, we like to try and personalize things a little bit more. The interaction with our brides, as Andrew had pointed out earlier, you know who your DJ is from the start to finish. We make sure that we pair you up. I do a meeting with the bride and groom before we ask for a contract, before we ask for a deposit, anything at all like that. And what that does is that ensures that we're not going to put a lot of pressure on our clients and our customers and our brides and grooms before they can make an educated decision. We have Facebook, we have websites, all that stuff. And when I sit down with the bride and groom for their meeting, we try to inform them as best we can as to what services we provide. We have pricing that is right there. There's no questions, there's no extra fees, there's no, oh, by the way, you owe us another extra X amount of dollars at your wedding or anything like that. We try to be as transparent as we possibly can and bring the best customer service all the way through.
All right, what was the question again, real quick? I was going to say, he said a lot, so I want to make sure I don't double tap on what he said.
So basically, what makes you guys different? What makes your company, Everlasting Sounds, what makes your company different than the next, if you will?
All right, I got you. And yeah, we definitely did touch on this a little bit ago, but I mean, just to reiterate, Dave, DJ Big Dave, he is a DJ. Everlasting Sounds, we are a entertainment company, so we do have multiple DJs on staff, including myself. So one thing we do pride ourselves is you get to meet that day of DJ. I'll do the meeting 24/7, 365. I'm here to answer any and all questions, do last minute meetings at the drop of a hat. If you do want to meet the day of DJ, if it's not myself, if I don't pair well with you, which I mean there is no personal offense behind it, but if you're wanting more of a club style DJ, I definitely am not a club style DJ. We do have one on staff. I'll tell you straight up, it's like, hey, I don't think I'm gonna be a good fit for your wedding, but we do have a DJ that I would love to connect you with to make sure we can take care of you as a company. Versus some DJs, they'll just be like, hey, there's an event, cool, I'll do it, and it may be a pure Hispanic wedding where you got to do salsa, merengue, bachata, ranchero, tejano, cumbia, norteña, things like that. But the guy only knows radio hits from like 106.1 Kiss FM. So you want to make sure your DJ is knowledgeable in a wide variety of music, depending what your needs are. So definitely the research is key. We do have Not.com, Wedding Wire, Facebook, Google, things like that for clarification on, all of our DJs. They do get name dropped on their reviews. Even as a team, we get name dropped left and right. Since I deal with customer service, I may send out Dave, I may send out Raymond, Kurt, Juan, Jose. It just depends who goes out. You always deal with me no matter what whenever you call Everlasting Sounds. And then when you have your day of DJ, if it's not me, you have access to call them 24/7. If there's any last minute questions, comments, or concerns, you have the ability to voice them to your day of. Versus, when we close up shop at 5, 6 o'clock at night, you can call Dave. You can call myself on my personal cell phone number and be like, hey, I had a wedding nightmare. I need to change my first dance song. Or, hey, I had a wedding nightmare. I want to make sure you're coming at 3 o'clock because my wedding's at 5. Just we're there to ease your mind, which is really awesome.
Very cool. Very cool. So, yeah, next bite. So take another bite. So we're doing the grenade one now. And then the next one, are these getting hotter or should we jump up a few? I have about 6 or 7 more questions, so I think we should
by
be.
the time it's
yeah.
falling off the face of the earth.
I think we should be pretty good.
That's another habanero. Let's get rid of habanero.
Okay.
Oh, crap.
Bacon flavored hot sauce.
Yeah, come on.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna jump to the bacon. What is it? Bacon flavored hot sauce?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. So
Everything's better with bacon.
that's right.
Right.
So if you guys could give some advice to brides, what would it be? So, maybe not obviously just on music or something, but what could you give to, if a bride is obviously just starting this process, what is one advice that you guys could give to her? Or the family?
That's definitely a tough one, especially since my mouth is on fire right now. I would say trust her gut. In all honesty, there are a lot of DJs, being the DJ profession out there. There's a wide variety in pricing. No matter what it is, even if it's like hot shots, the coffee baristas, there's a wide variety of pricing. DJs, florists. There's some out there that'll be $200. There's some out there that'll be a minimum of $2,000. Your main thing would be, figuring out what your budget is. Try to stick to your budget because, I'm a Dave Ramsey type person as well. And then meet with them. Get a good feeling. If you got a great feeling that they're going to take care of you, create your actual wedding vision, and bring everything to light, book them. Sign that contract. But if you're dealing with someone that doesn't have a contract, doesn't have a website, they got a free Facebook page, trust those red flags. Trust your gut when it comes to something like that, because you don't want to have an incident at your wedding to where the vendor may or may not show up because you didn't have a contract, or they got a higher paying gig but you still didn't have a contract. So now you're left in the dust. You want to make sure to do your research and trust your gut for sure.
And I can only reiterate what Andrew said on that, because the advice that I give the brides the most is, your wedding day is the focus on you. The wedding day is one of the most important days of your life. Not necessarily, it's a wow factor. It's a day that's pivotal, basically, in your entire life. And you can't put your trust in somebody, as Andrew had said, that, may only have a year or two of experience, or that, somebody recommended because they are $200. I'm not saying that price influences quality, but for the most part, professionals are going to charge professional prices. A lot of the companies on TV that you see now, well, I'm sort of a good DJ. For your wedding, do you want a sort of a good DJ? The professionals that are out there know they're professionals. They bring professional results. They have professional equipment. They have the music libraries that they have legally, and that's a big thing. Sometimes it's better to have that little bit of extra confidence in the professional that you're hiring. So hire a professional, and if it's a matter of budget, talk with a professional. There's always room, for the most part, that they'll be willing to move with you, and they'll always be able to work with you, whereas less than professional will be like, this is what it is, and that's all there is to it. So again, like Andrew said, make sure you go with your gut feeling. If something doesn't feel right, check it out somewhere else.
No, I think those are really good points, especially because, what we've seen this year, as you guys probably know, is the whole thing with the Noah's event, center, and how that left brides. I know we're in the midst of myself planning our wedding with my fiance, and it was something that we saw firsthand. There was people that were just literally, they just went to another venue, and one of the venues we went to, and they checked it out there, and they just found out that, hey, they got to find a way to work this wedding at that venue now. So, no, that's definitely a good point. Okay, so David, you stopped off right here at the Pure Evil Capsaicin. which is 3.6 million. Is that what you said?
3.6 million Schofield.
Schofield. And so, what is a Schofield?
It's the measurement of heat for peppers.
Okay, cool. All right, so now we got that out of the way. And then Dave he pretty much, this was the last sauce that he tasted. This was the last one that I tasted too. So,
Only one you tasted.
only one. So, let's go to the next question. Favorite song, maybe not of all time, but favorite song as of right now that you guys are into?
Well, my favorite song of all time, if we want to throw that out there, of course, is Faithfully from my wife, Janet. That song will carry the best memories for the longest time. As far as new songs, I like the stuff that'll get you up and get your butt moving. And I think Bruno Mars has some of the best out there right now. Chunky is one of my favorites. Wish I had the censored version of that so I could play it at weddings. 24 Karat, Uptown Funk, that sort of stuff. Anything that's got a little bit of beat to it, I love it. So.
Why don't you just marry Bruno Mars?
I could.
The hallucinations are setting in. No. No, whenever I get asked that question, which being a DJ, we get asked that all the time. It's like, what's your favorite song? Automatically it goes to my wedding song, because that's just the song that will pop into your mind after your wedding. Anytime anybody asks you, you're just going to be like, boom, hey, it's this. Mine would be Edwin McCain, I'll Be. For songs, I like to sort of go year by year. I mean, definitely there are great artists like Bruno Mars, but I just love, the country vibe that has with the genre that's changing, with Lil Nas. There's more urban hip-hop country, more beat, versus just normal guitars, things like that. But I like Speechless, for like this year. Anytime it comes on, I definitely got to crank it up. I got to sing along with it. I just love the song.
So, what is a song, and obviously this could be for weddings too, but what is a song you guys absolutely hate? And I probably know the answer to at least one of your guys' version of this, but go ahead.
I'm sitting here listening to Andrew's stomach digest itself. It's a beautiful thing. If he falls off the chair, I'll just answer all the questions in lieu of him answering them too. Right now, the one that I just cringe every time that I have to play is my friend's favorite song. I cannot turn the radio off fast enough. I cannot put the earphones on fast enough and listen to something, but Old Town Road is the absolute worst. Thank you. He's probably going to say Bruno Mars something or the other.
I still love you. It's all right.
Thank you. I love you too. Eat your flashback.
I'm actually really afraid of this pepper. All right, so before I answer the question, the next sauce up is Flashbang. So, ghost pepper was originally the world's first hottest pepper. Then it went to scorpion pepper. Then it went to Carolina Reaper. This has all three of those in it, as well as habanero peppers. This is one where I have actually heard someone try to douse like on a chip, and it immediately incapacitated them, and they had to be gone from the store via ambulance. They survived, but this is one that really scares me. So I'll show you exactly how much I will try of this and how painful it'll get, because it'll get very painful very quickly. So I'm gonna answer. Now I will answer the question before I taste this, because I may or may not be alive here in just a minute. So this is for y'all YouTube. Make this actually count. Share it on Facebook. Tag everybody, because this is about to get stupid funny, stupid quick.
Just for the record, you've had this before, correct?
I have had this, but I mean, you're talking just like the very tip of a toothpick. This will murder your intestines, both going down and coming out. But no, the song Yes, I'm extending this. I'm actually afraid of this, okay? I don't know how to answer the question, but I'm just going to still babble on.
Okay.
The song I would say... man, I like a lot of songs. One that I dread, though, I would say is like the Cha-Cha Slide or something. The old school dances that I did like in elementary school, junior high. I still have fun with the Cupid Shuffle. There are DJs in the area. Rod Baker was the one that actually created a hashtag called hashtag Cupid Shuffle Face. Because as DJs, we try to stay away from the cheesy line dances that everyone wants, and they can be fun. You know, I get out there and I actually teach it. You can see a video on Facebook thanks to Chris Harmlin. He was a videographer and caught me at an event teaching that line dance before I actually saw him posted on our Facebook page, which was fun. Thank you. But yeah, I would say it's the old school cheesy songs, the line dances that I did in elementary school, I did in high school. Chicken Dance, Cupid Shuffle, Hokey Pokey. Believe it or not, those do get requested. But I sort of cringe every time. Like a little piece of me dies every time I have to play those.
Speaking of a little piece of you dying.
Yeah, a little piece is about to die.
He's moving on to the Flashbang.
So how much do you want to you want me to hold the chicken so they can see how much you're putting on there? Or?
I don't know if I trust y'all, period.
Okay. So he's basically just taking a little dab, I'm hoping.
There you go.
Yeah, that looks good.
It's like, I don't
So
know if
camera
you can see
could-
here, like,
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a little dab. This is gonna suck. Hey, back it up. I gotta keep this at least PG rated.
Oh my gosh. So the next question, talking about Cha-Cha Slide,
You can see that.
I'll wait till Andrew eats it, and then we'll get him to
I'll do
answer
it soft
first.
down so it actually hits my tongue first. Oh, bro. Oh, that's just getting hotter.
Okay, Andrew.
No, no.
So Cha-Cha Slide or the Cupid Shuffle?
Which one? Like, which one would I like to play?
Which one would you choose? I guess it's just like a choice question.
Size of water.
Sorry, I was like, I think I see the predator like appearing. The hallucinations. Cupid Shuffle, hands down. Cupid Shuffle. Yeah.
Yeah. Cupid Shuffle.
Okay. That was easy. All right. Britney or Beyonce?
I'm taking this one first. Hold on. Britney before her like crazy shaved head time, or after the crazy? Yeah, old Britney like hit me baby one more time.
Your choice. I'd say, yeah, either one.
I gotta go Britney. I was like, I like Beyonce and everything, and she's cool. She has a lot of amazing hits, but yeah, I gotta go Britney.
Old Britney.
Old Britney?
Old Britney.
Yeah, old
before. Anyhow, yeah.
Before the nervous breakdown.
Right.
All right.
About to have.
So how was that, Andrew?
That was painful.
So I think that's a good stopping point. What do you guys think? At least for
Oh, he's got two.
you got two more. I don't have any more
Let's do-
questions
let's
for
do it
you.
in rapid
but
succession.
yeah, it's just back to back. So we'll just have fun here.
Oh, this is the big one.
Oh, you're just gonna go for the glory?
That's yours.
your face looks
I'm
swollen.
making yours.
No, hold on. Chris has to get in on this one then.
Okay.
Oh gosh,
No,
that
hold
seems
on,
pretty
that's
hot.
That's Chris's. Here's my toothpick because I've already been eating.
Okay. I can't get it open. You open.
Can you get it open? That's what she said.
So this one here, what is this one, Andrew? Tell us a little bit about this one.
Oh man, that flashbank's coming back. All right, so this is the chocolate plague. So this is the newest, world's hottest pepper. It's the chocolate ghost pepper, technically. Long story short is the creator of the pepper made it in a little tiny chocolate. So you saw a lot of celebrities on Facebook eating this little 1 inch by 1 inch square of chocolate that was just really, really ridiculously hot and trying to answer questions like we are doing right now. but this is the world's hottest pepper. It has not been released in a pepper form. It has only been released in the chocolate until they created the chocolate plague. It's released in a sauce form now, as you see in my hand. But still, to date, this pepper has not been released for public use. And yeah, so we get to see how bad this is going to hurt us.
Okay.
You trust me?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm not pouring this in the bucket. Look, I don't want to ruin the rest of it. Oh, this is gonna suck. All right, you want?
Oh my gosh.
I'm just going for it.
So do you think this one?
Oh.
Are you gonna try some, David?
Yeah, I'm gonna try some.
Jeez.
Pour Chris's. Don't let him pour his own.
No.
Pour Chris's.
No. That's. Oh gosh.
Alright.
Is it okay to lick it off then?
Oh, buddy, you better wash your hands with like soap and water.
Oh gosh.
Well, that's
That smells.
bright.
That smells pretty.
Good morning,
All
Pretty
right,
deadly.
So, yeah.
gentlemen.
All right. Here's the life.
Here it is. Goodbye, life.
Go. And the thing is, it's gonna hit you once you swallow.
Oh, it is?
Thanks.
It did. Oh, thanks.
I'm getting scared because I'm not tasting real hot yet, but I know it's coming.
Oh, yeah,
I
let's
feel it.
It's eating through your
yeah.
floor, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Creeps on you.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, here, let's. It's eating through the epoxy floor. You know that's healthy.
Here, damn, I can't open it. Here you go, though.
Okay. Good morning.
I'm gonna definitely have a slice of this. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
All right, should we try the ramen?
Go right ahead.
And let's see who can take a bite each.
Nah.
I think my stomach is good for today. If it's gonna survive for tomorrow, but
I was gonna say I've got to wake up and go to a wedding tomorrow.
so yeah, so
You got to do the first part first. Wake up.
Wake up.
what we're gonna do next, I think, is we're gonna make a spicy latte. We'll do a short little video, show you what we come up with, and maybe we'll both, or all of us, will be daring to try it. We'll see. So
Let's do it.
thank you guys for watching. That concludes this
Yeah.
interview so far, and we'll see you here shortly.
Been fun. Bye.
All right, guys, so we are going to make some hot coffee. All right, so it's pretty much how we're going to do this is we got our shots already pulled, ready to go there. We got our hot milk already ready to go in here. Now we just got to add our flavors. So this time we're not adding any syrups to our hot coffee or hot lattes. This is just going to strictly be some spice to our drinks here. So go ahead and you guys pick what you want to pick and choose.
Some spice, yeah.
Okay, so what are you choosing there? David, you pick one. Are you picking one of these here?
Yeah.
You're going to go Pure Evil?
Yeah.
All right, I got Pure Evil, the 3.6 million
try
Scoville.
this, but also
No. You got to do on this
Do
side
one of
only.
those? Okay.
Only on this side.
Oh, well, I'm going to try the Pure Evils. I'm
That'll
hoping
take- that'll
is at
take-
the bottom of the list.
This one's mine. You have to pick from what's left.
I hope not.
No.
What is this one?
That's Pure Evil 9.6.
And which one's that one?
3.6. Or you can go with the 15 million
That's not good.
capsaicin powder.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm going to have a drop of that.
No, they can't have it. Now you gotta go with one of the others.
Oh gosh. How bad is the flashbang? I don't want to be in a coma.
That was the stuff that I got on my fingernail and lit up the bottom of my nose and my
great.
mouth and my cheek with.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
try that then. So we got our shots. Put the shots in probably first.
I was like, yeah, tell me what you want
So
to do.
we're gonna put our shots in first. All right, just so you guys can see.
It's that black gold.
That's right. And then we're gonna add a little bit of milk. All right, so add some milk here.
I was like, how's that pouring? I thought it was supposed to come from the top.
That can't come from the top. It can come from any way we want.
The technology.
Yeah, it's technology.
Top
Yes,
feed, bottom feed.
All right. So we got our milk. Now
right,
we're
so
gonna need our stirs.
What do you
some
got over
stirs
there,
here?
Dave?
So what do you got, Dave?
I got the 9.9.
9.9.
Yeah,
All right, 9.6. Yeah.
I got the
9.6.
flashbang. Probably not see it till tomorrow. Oh, it says upon skin contact, vomiting, and extreme cases of loss of consciousness.
Yay! We have so much to look forward to.
Like I said, I told you.
I like
the
how
story.
both your guys come with a little
Protective eyedropper.
Yeah, eyedropper, and I got like just a loose bottle of death over here. So we'll see how this is gonna go. Maybe just try to get a little bit of this out. Oh! Is that too much? What do we think?
Maybe.
If he's laughing,
Go
it's
ahead and
pretty.
take that extra off the side.
Do a little mix.
You know, I'll get a towel to take the rest off the side. It's gonna set the pal on fire.
All right, how many drops did you do, Dave?
I did 4.
All right, I did 3.
Drops.
I did 3.
You did 3. You didn't tell me to do 3.
All right, fine, I'll do 4.
Jeez.
And I make sure to mix mine up.
Yeah, here. So you guys definitely
mix
mixed.
mine too.
My coffee just turned extra black.
I think it's smoking.
I think it's on fire.
Is it melting through the cup?
Yeah.
Wait, your flashbang is now in my coffee cup.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh crap! That's all
okay.
worked.
It'll work, right? It'll all work out. All right. So now we need to top off with some whipped cream, right?
Or do we need to take a taste without whipped
No,
cream?
we gotta have a
No, we gotta have something here. Here, I'll give you a little bit of whip. David loves his whip.
I love whipped cream.
Chocolate, caramel, David?
Oh, caramel, please. Thank you very
No.
much. Yes, sir.
Chocolate?
Oh no, I'm good as is.
He likes the spice, so.
Yeah.
I just want to see Dave
Do
whip and then Nene.
Whip and nene. Okay. Is this good? All right.
Yeah,
cheers,
here's to
cheers,
it.
gentlemen. Let's
gosh.
take a sip of this. Oh God. Woo! Yeah, that's hot.
Ooh, that comes on at the end.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I like it.
Woo! I need a whipped cream.
Oh. Wow. Damn.
Oh, beard, mustache for sure. Oh my gosh. So just for the record,
9.6 million Schofield.
that just went straight down my throat. It's almost like having a hot coffee that's not even that hot.
doesn't
It's,
even have to
it's
be that
hotter. It's hotter than what it was. Where's the picture?
So,
God.
Oh, dude, my lips. Like where the.
something to serve at the weddings this winter, huh?
That's right.
Wow.
So, if you want this experience at your next wedding, let us know.
Oh, my lips
That
are
was
on fire.
definitely hot. It just went straight to my throat.
Ah.
It's definitely hot. So, anyways, that concludes our show for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We killed ourselves a little bit, but these guys definitely killed themselves for you. So, if you guys want more information, where can they find out more information from you guys?
EverlastingSoundsDFW.com.
And DJ Bigg Dave, that's DJBiggDave.com.
All right, and then obviously you guys know where to find us, HotShotsCatering.com, and we will see you guys. Bless you. See you guys next time. This should be our outtakes.
Oh, it's good coffee. I'm not going to stop drinking it. Lavazza, baby.
Yeah.
No, I want to drink coffee. It was bad. 9.6 or something.
Oh, I snorted.